Hey everybody, welcome to Grab and Go Tuesday. This Grab and Go Tuesday is the last one of June, and we are doing princesses and frogs today. So we're going to start with our princesses. Let's talk about some of your favorite princesses. You give me one and I'll give you one.
My favorite is probably Jasmine.
Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like Jasmine?
Because she's very independent.
Very independent, yes, that she is.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is Belle because she likes books. She
Oh,
likes to
yeah.
read.
She really does.
She's one of my fun ones.
Mm-hmm.
Or can you think of another one?
Aurora. I don't know why. I always liked her.
And who is Aurora for those of us that don't know her as Princess Aurora? She's also called
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Mm-hmm.
Rapunzel.
I like Flynn Rider, who is along with Rapunzel. He's one of my
favorites.
Pretty
cool. He's pretty cool. And who else do I like? Mulan. Yeah. She's pretty fierce.
She is.
I like what she does. She's a good princess. And what are some of the princes that go with the princesses?
Prince Eric.
Ariel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you gotta like that.
We have the Beast that goes with Beauty. I don't remember his human name.
I don't either. Because he's always been the Beast.
Right. Prince Charming for Cinderella.
Yeah. So there's a lot. But it's good for princesses to be independent, and it's good for princes to be independent, too. So our first craft today, we're going to look in our bag and see what we have here. We get to make our own prince or princess. Now, some of you did get 2 of these figures, because they're pretty cool, little puppety type things. Some of you got 2 of them, but we started to run out of them, so we did go to just 1. So Michaela and I only got 1 each. And I think mine is supposed to be a prince, but I think if I wanted to make him into a princess, I could.
Yeah.
And hers is supposed to be a princess, but if she wants to make it into a prince, she can, because that's the beauty of crafts and puppets. So I am going to start with mine. I'm actually going to make mine into Peter Pan, because I like Peter Pan. Because these are the fun things you can do when you make your own crafts. So luckily I got green in my bag, because Peter Pan wears green. So I'm just going to cut out his little outfit here.
And I'm going to make mine into Sleeping Beauty because she wore a pink dress. And I have a pink dress for her.
Very cool. Do you remember when the fairy godmothers made that dress for her, they fought over 2 colors? Some of them wanted to make it pink. And do you remember the other color?
I feel like it was blue.
It was blue. You're right. Good job. Yep, so those fairy godmothers were fighting over that. Now, because I used to work for Disney, do you know the names of the fairy godmothers?
I don't.
Well, here we go. This is some of Disney trivia I had to learn. But before we do that, here's my little Peter Pan outfit that I cut out. And because we are saving these to make sure everybody gets one, we're going to use tape to attach our outfits so that we can take them off and send these on their merry way. But here is my Peter Pan outfit so far. Their names are Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather.
I like it.
And do you know their colors? See, this is how much Disney brainwashed me.
Okay. Pink, blue, and green.
Pink, blue, and green.
Yes. All right.
Do you know who's who?
No.
I have to think. Merryweather is blue, and I always remember that because it's rain, and I think of weather. And I want to say Flora is pink, and Fauna is green. But I could be wrong on those 2, but I know Merryweather is blue because I always think of weather and rain and blue rain. So I actually made a cute little hat for my Peter Pan. So there he is.
I like it.
Now, you have something. We all got stars.
Yes.
I wonder why we have stars. Could you let them know why we have stars? I'm not using mine because Peter Pan already has his hat.
I am going to be making a crown out of this. And
how are you going to do that?
We are going to cut the bottom 2 pieces, 2 little points off of it.
Okay.
So we'll cut that.
And then show everybody the crown. Look at that. A little crown.
We have a crown.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so we'll put it right on the top.
And I'm going to reach over you and steal some markers to put the face on my Peter Pan. I'll give him some eyes. And that's the fun of it. We did say it's princesses and frogs, but I didn't feel like making a princess. So I made Peter Pan. You guys can do whatever you want. And I think you guys all got a couple of outfits in your baggies. So you can go ahead and change the outfits up. And if you want to, just use tape and then you can just take them off. So here's my Peter Pan. I think he's looking pretty cute. And if we wanted to use them, we could color on the tongue depressor and give him some shoes, give him gloves, do whatever you want. But see, now that I taped it, I can just take it off and put a different color on him. Or I could make it into a dress, do whatever you want. But that's the fun of these. So there is my Peter Pan, and she is, she really fancied up her face.
I did.
Just giving her some hair.
Yeah, doing the hair. Kind of matches the crown, but that's okay.
That's okay.
And there we go.
All right, so there's my Peter Pan and your princess. And they can go put on a little play together. So if you have a sister or a brother that made some of these too, go ahead and put a play together and go ahead and videotape it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Then you can watch it back. So those were our princesses, and we are going to once again clean up our spot, and we're going to come back and make some frogs. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you got your prince and princesses put away. And now we are going to make a frog. And do you know why we're making a frog, Michaela?
Why?
Because princesses and frogs go together.
Mm.
Can you think of a princess and a frog that go together?
I think maybe Princess and the Frog.
Very good. She's straight and to the point. And do you know the name of that princess?
Tiana.
Tiana. And what happens when a princess kisses a frog in fairy tale land?
He turns into a prince.
He turns into a prince. He sure does. So is that what happened in that story?
In a roundabout way, I think so.
Yeah. I know. I haven't seen that one in forever. I think when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I will be watching that again tonight probably because I forget how it ended and how it started, actually.
Yeah.
So what are we going to make today? Let's look in our bag and see what we have here. Dun, dun, dun. I have a light green sheet of paper. When we packed these up for you guys, we gave you a light green and a dark green. And then you should have some instructions in your pamphlet or your packet of papers that your mom, dad, or caregiver got. And on here, it shows a white side of the paper and a dark side of the paper. And, of course, what did we give you? But paper that's the same color. So I'm going to go ahead and put dots in the corner. And that is going to be the white side of my paper. Are you going to do the same?
I am.
So I have it like that. It's just to kind of keep track of things because when you look at this paper, I get so confused when I do origami. I will have to admit. It's just one of those things. So if you look at step number 1, it says to fold the bottom to the top. So let's go ahead and do the bottom to the top. And then when you open it up, you should have 2 rectangles. So then you're going to fold the left to the right or the right to the left, whichever way you fold better. Sometimes I fold better one way than the other. And then when you open it up, you will have 4 squares just like that. So that's step 3. Now we go to step 4.
We just did step 4.
We just did step 4. Like I said, origami, not my favorite thing. So you're going to put your paper down like a diamond. And you're going to fold this bottom part, this dot right here, to the center. So let's go ahead and do that. And then you make that go to the right. And then you have so it looks like that. Then you're going to fold the bottom part to the center again. And then when you hold it up, it should look like this. 2 triangles on the top, 2 squares on the bottom. Then you're going to place your paper down with your triangles on the top. Right, Michaela?
Yes.
And then what do? We go all...
Yep, we take this bottom, this big rectangle, and we fold it in half to the center.
Okay.
Just below the triangles.
So you don't want to overlap the triangles, right? So now it looks kind of like a sailboat, sort of.
Kind of.
So, yeah. So you're going to put it back down and I think...
Turn it to the side is probably the best bet. Have it like this in front of you and then fold this corner in half down to the center. Just like that.
Right, I'm going to, mine's better from the bottom to the top. That's the whole thing with origami. Find which way you fold the best and make it work. So you just folded the side into the center. I'm going to fold my other side into the center, and I like going from the bottom to the top for some reason. So then it looks kind of like an opened envelope, doesn't it?
It does.
All right. So then you're going to put it down like that. And then you fold the bottom all the way to where these points are. So you're just going to have a triangle up on the top. It gets kind of tricky because your paper is getting thick with all the folds, but I think you can do it.
Yes.
All right, so now it looks like even a shorter envelope with a really long thing. And then you fold the top part, so this part, down to the bottom. And what is this making for us, Miss Michaela?
That's the legs.
The legs. All right, so I think our frogs are done. And this is the fun part about these frogs. When I saw this, I'm like, that's really awesome. You lay them down there, push with your finger, and they flip over. Now, apparently, my frog can't see right now, so I am going to go ahead and add some eyes.
I am too.
And maybe some nostrils so he can breathe. There's his nostrils. Good old frog nostrils. And my frog's eyes are going to be really googly because he's going to be kind of a kooky frog. Again, you can do whatever you want. That's the fun of arts and crafts. So there's mine with his googly eyes. I think I'm going to add a tongue on the inside, but it'll be on the top of his mouth because we don't have a bottom frog mouth. But I'm going to put a tongue in there nonetheless so he can catch some flies. So there's his tongue, there's his eyes, and his nose. Then I am going to flip mine around. Boop.
And there's mine. I added some little eyelashes too.
Aww, she got really creative.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Michaela. So we did give you 2 pieces of paper, so you can go ahead and make a dark green one. You can have races, but it looks like they're not going to go very far, or mine's standing up on his legs now.
Right.
But you can have lots of fun with these. So have fun making your frogs, and thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good day.